EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's got McCaffrey open, complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Richie James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The outlaw. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Under 10. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Freeman. 7 yards there and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run. Devontae Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Going deep here for Bryant. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the ground, McCaffrey looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Let's put that team on the punt. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
In your face.
Go. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Complete to Bryant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, let's get this, Check. Switch.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
I'm here all day.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Martavis Bryant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 Short, his second sack of the night. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
He's coming. Double up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He completes it to Bryant. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll have a first down past the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Complete to Jones. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 39.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll run for it with Smith. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you bumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 27 yards there, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's now third down.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw, Bridgewater. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ready? Drop deep. Hey, check 24. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Bridgewater to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. To throw is Bridgewater. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Freeman again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Devontae Freeman breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 40, 30, past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now here's Olison, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Quadri Olison, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch twist.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week.